So we have a special guest with us here. In fact, he just arrived from the Madison Airport after spending a few hours on a plane to be with us here tonight. And at this time, I'd like to invite him up on stage for a special presentation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Matthew Vesterdahl. For those of you who don't know me, my father is Scot Vesterdahl. And our very first surprise Hall of Fame inductee this evening, at least as far as a surprise to most of the people here, is none other than my dad, Scot Vesterdahl, the current fitness center and intramural sports director and head men's basketball coach at the college. Scott grew up in Stoughton, Wisconsin, where he was a four-sport high school student athlete in basketball, football, baseball, and track and field for the Vikings. After graduating in 1977, he attended college at UW-Stevens Point and Luther College, where he earned varsity letters for both baseball and basketball. In 1982, Scott earned a Bachelor of Science degree with exercise physiology emphasis from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. In the spring of 1987, Scott was hired as the fitness and intramural director at the college by then athletic director Jack Brennigan. Scott added head men's basketball coach to his list of duties midway through the 1996 and 1997 school year. Scott coached the men's team for the next 2 seasons, leading them to back-to-back conference and state titles. His team placed second in the region both seasons and posted an impressive 50 and 20 two-year record. For his efforts, Scott received back-to-back Wisconsin Junior College Athletic Association Coach of the Year honors. And now we have a quote from former athletic director Jack Brennigan. "When I hired Scott, I was hoping to get a top quality, honest person who would be loyal and stay with us for many years. With Scott, we got all that and more. He agreed to take the basketball position at a time when the program needed help. Scott answered the call and turned the program around while positively impacting the lives of hundreds of student athletes. I am thankful to Scott for what he has done for the department, the basketball program, and the college." Scott stepped away from the men's basketball program after the 1998-99 season to spend more time with his family and coach his sons, Matt and Kyle, at Stoughton High School. Scott coached the Vikings for 3 seasons before returning to the college coaching ranks in 2004. In his first season back at Madison College, his team won the conference title, placing second in the region with an impressive 27-7 overall record. Over the next 4 seasons, his teams won 2 conference and 3 state titles. Scott earned 3 more Coach of the Year honors during that span. All in all, Scott has coached 14 and a half seasons for Madison College, amassing a 249 win to 242 loss overall record. But more important than his team's win-loss record is the fact that Scott has made a meaningful impact on countless of student athletes' lives. His passion for the game of basketball and his passion to help young people find their way is always on display. And now we have a quote from current athletic director Steve Hauser. "Scot Vesterdahl has left an indelible mark on Madison College athletics and our department as a whole. Scott has been a great teacher and role model for our men's basketball players and has modeled for all the importance of fitness, health, and wellness in our daily lives. Scott's contributions in our department rank right up there with the likes of Joanne Walker and Denny Hoser. I am tremendously grateful for Scott's collaborative approach and the impact he has had over the past 30 years at Madison College. In addition to his coaching success, Scott has been a real advocate for both the students and our beloved Big Dog. With his help, the college has added a student health clinic, and just this spring, the college's first challenge course is up and running. Scott has been a father figure and sheriff to Big Dog. Scott even started Dogger on a workout regimen, has taken him to countless sporting events, and has even helped him find a place to live closer to the college. Scott is also a devoted husband and father who loves to travel and spend time with his family. Scott has lived in Stoughton with his wife Linda and will be looking forward to visiting his sons Matt and Kyle more as he moves into a new chapter of his life soon. His contributions to the students in the college are immeasurable. Now, on a more personal note, my parents have always been my role models for as long as I can remember. In particular, my father was my coach in every sport growing up and was my teacher, my mentor, and a man with more integrity than anyone I've ever known. He taught me life lessons, how to deal with adversity, how to respect others, and how to earn respect from others. and I'm sure he's taught similar lessons to countless students and players here at the college. He truly deserves this honor, in my opinion, and I couldn't be happier to be here tonight and to be up here presenting this to him. And now we have one more special message from across the seat.
Hi everyone, I'm sending this message from Riga, Latvia, and unfortunately I won't be able to be there with you tonight. But at least I can take part through this video message. So I'd like to start with a saying from my father. If you're going to do something, do it right. Now that might not have a lot of meaning for most of you, but for me it really reminds me of my childhood and of being a young adult. And it represents the values of hard work and of taking pride in what you do. Now, my father has been teaching young adults, teenagers, and children both basketball and other sports for a long time. And throughout that time, he has always been the perfect example of the values that he teaches. Integrity, selflessness, consistency, and of course, hard work. No matter which values he is teaching, he's the perfect example. So, Dad, I really think you deserve this honor. I'm very happy for you, and I'm also honored to be part of this ceremony. So, congratulations, Dad. I love you, and enjoy this night. And goodbye.
So now, at this time, please join me in congratulating Scot Vesterdahl and his induction into the Madison College Athletic Hall of Fame.
Okay, where to start? It's not often that I'm truly surprised, but surprise doesn't quite capture it. Shocked would be probably a more appropriate term. And for those of you who have not known me as long, I did have dark hair at one time, a long time ago. For most of you, this is all you've ever seen. I've worked with some really fantastic people over the years here, and been very fortunate to learn a lot of lessons from a lot of really wonderful people. Working with young people has been my way of giving something back to the game, something back to the college, something that I got a long time ago from somebody else who gave of their time to teach me lessons about basketball and, more importantly, about life. Because I think we all know that some of the life lessons that can be learned from sports can't always be taught in any other way. And it's a fantastic opportunity to pay it forward, if you will. This year's group of young men, as well as all the other groups of young men that I've worked with, have been fantastic. I think I've learned as much from some of them as maybe they've learned from me over the years. And it's been really a wonderful opportunity. My family has been unbelievably supportive. My wife, my sons, my mother-in-law, my dad, all of those folks have been there in that corner with me when you're going through the ups and downs of a season, and all of the good things that happen, and then all of the frustrations that happen, which happens in every season. You know, so I want to thank the college and thank Jack and thank Steve for the opportunity to work with all these young people and give something back. I'm pretty sure that I've never won a game here, but I'm also pretty sure I've probably lost some games. And that's the way it is. Winning games usually boils right back down to the players. And losing games a lot of times means that I didn't have them prepared well enough to be able to win that evening. You know, and all of that kind of works its way out, and you figure out as you get older that it's not all about wins and losses. It's about teaching those life lessons. So we've got a long evening in front of us. I don't want to take any longer. There's a million people to thank, and if I get started, we'll be here for a long time. So I would just say thank you to all of those folks that have impacted me and our players, and it's something that I'll never forget. And wow, I was surprised. Thank you.
Well, I think the best thing that we can say to Scott is thank you.